Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Get it.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Set. Ready? Check 45 to Mike. You're not ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton is going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
To the air again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Returnable for Grant. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Ready? Mike 25. Mike 5. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Wait. Alert 3. Alert 3.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Showing it. Showing it.
Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Newton's pass is on target to Moore.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ready? 180. 45's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On first down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now Winston. That's going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Newton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Throwing on third down, Newton completes it to Samuel. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Here we go on fourth. Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chris Hogan in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Short kick here, fielded about the 17.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the
rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Room past the 20, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jameis again. And this is caught by Evans. The 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Off the play fake, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Great.
To throw again, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. They will go for it. Now Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 2nd and inches, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go, baby.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I'm in the whip.